Hello, this is Scientific Society and I'm Rajiv Kumar from India. I live in Devghar, Jharkhand. My locality's name is Belabagan. I work for scientific socialism. And scientific humanism, scientific philosophy, scientific society, and scientific rationalism. My goal is to disprove the God, heaven, hell, angel, judgment day, and all this religious thing on the basis of scientific facts. I will present evidence in front of you, and you can consider it for your own logic and understanding and evidence verification. You take my logic and reasoning for understanding all the facts by your own reasoning, okay? Basically, I try to teach you lots of things. We're going to learn over here how to all religion of the world is just lies, not any religion of the world based on the truth. So we're going to learn over here about the religion of the world, and we're going to understand these things, how to religions are lies, how to religions are false. So we're going to learn everything about all these things. We are over here about to learn all these things related to religion, okay? I will take some time. I will take some time and explain everything. Whatever in my capacity to make you understand rightfully and properly what is right, what is wrong, and what's exist and what's not. By this way, you can exactly understand what is the fact and what is the lie. You can decide your own what kind of thing you should believe or what kind of things you should not believe. If you think the world religion is a problem, and this is a totally against the mental peace of humans, and world religion is a reason of restlessness, unpeacefulness, disturbance, and feeling uncomfort, and always conscious about society. When the society get explode with the violent fights, you're always worried about all these things, and you wanted to know what's wrong with religion, why all these things happen. Then you can join me. We can talk lots of things about related to religion, and ultimately we try to know what's wrong with this and where the lies, and how to religion deceive us, how to religious systems totally fooled us by fundamentally giving wrong logics, wrong understanding. We should understand what's right, okay? And we need to understand what's truth and what false. Until we don't understand what's truth and false, we never able to out from the religion of the world. We understand that religion of the world is a problem we should not consider as a solution. Well, the question is how to understand religions of the world are lies. First of all, I will go through the science way. We all humans know through the help of science and scientific knowledge, our world evolved from Big Bang. This is the reason our earth is created. Okay. Afterward, 5 million years ago, humans came on this earth. Sorry for that. 10,000 years earlier, humans learned about farming and began to growing crops in a huge quantity. And 5,000 years ago, humans began to write literatures, books. They began to inscribe their knowledge in the text form. But their knowledge fundamentally not all time knowledge. This knowledge are sometimes fiction, sometimes tales, sometimes truth, sometimes nonsense, sometimes stupidity. Verification of lie is not easy process. You need to do lots of study about the lots of things, so you can understand by this thing. For understanding of truth, you need to go deeper inside of facts, how the world made, how the human evolved. I want to crack down some biggest claim. All the religion says that God made the world. But God made the world 5,000 years earlier, okay? That's a claim that God is to believers. But 5 million years earlier, human is already present on earth. And our earth, without the presence of earth, how the human can come on this earth? So that earth is already present on this, in this galaxy, okay? So God need not to create any heaven, hell, world, or even humans. So I'm basically trying to say this. I'm saying this story of religions are just lies. If you think this is not true, you can prove me wrong. I'm here for you, waiting for proven wrong, okay? If you like, you can prove it to be wrong, okay? I have no problem with the proven wrong, even guilty of your any accuse, okay? If I'm wrong, then you have a right to claim against me and my evidence. But if I'm right, then you have to accept the fact. If you don't agree, then you may go from here, okay? I'm not forcing you to admit the facts, what I'm saying is true. You have a still choice. You have still a choice. Do you stay with me or you leave me, okay? I'm not coercing you to stay with me. I learn everything, I know everything, and whatever I'm telling you, think or consider is true. Do your free inquiries about worldly and religious matters. On the scientific basis, okay? Then you must come to argument with me, debate with me. We can chat on the different matters and talk about it, where we can clarify what's true, what's false, what's not right, what's wrong. Well, I'm suffering with some kind of poisons. So communication and even thinking process is a little bit harder for me. So forgive me if somewhere I make mistakes. If you don't know who I am and what's my story, just see previous episode of me. God and Goddess, heaven and hell's lies, all are lies and deceit. Here is a little bit explanation about my condition and things. I'm just seeking a people who can claim against me, and I like to disapprove them. Their truth, man, their truth, because God is very truthful, powerful things. Very powerful being, actually. That God is so much powerful. He lives in some kind of hole. What a goal of the God, living in the hole. That's a difficult question. Well, you're so powerful, you need to live inside some kind of cave. That's a thinkable question. Isn't it, people? Why God need to hide all time? Hide him, hide his power. He's not Superman. And nobody can take his power. What the hell problem with the God, man? Why God is so much afraid of what? Somebody take his power or somebody take his position. If God not afraid from anything, then whether God is hidden. That's a logical questions. I'm seeking that question's answer a very long time, but I never get it. Why not I get it? That need to be understood. Fundamentally, I began to read mythology for this purpose, and there I learned this characters of God who stays in heaven, or he lives, or his home is heaven. And this is the same case where God lives in it. And by this case, if you put the God out, heaven disappear, man. Heaven disappeared. Don't you know that? Heaven disappeared. And the illusion of the God is also disappeared, man. Yeah, disappeared. You don't think so, but that will disappear, man. Truth of the God. When you know and realize all the things, you will ultimately understand what I'm saying. Why God come after human? The first thing first, the evolution happened. By primates, human emerged as a species so-called Homo sapiens. The same Homo sapiens body is the image of God. Why? The image of God and the body of God is the same. What body of human and what body is God is same? Because God is not any real thing. This is just a character. As today's writer write books and they write lots of things. Same way, the old time writer, basically the Iron Age writers, they written all this kind of content. They told about all these things to us. They convince us, believe on all these things. This is just characters and storylines. In these storylines and character play not anything very impactful or wise enough to understood. The religion is very false, very big. Fabrication is not so wise enough to decode it. The lies of religion is very easily breakable. The problem is not the knowledge or intellect. The problem is not belongs to your intellectual system. Problem belongs to your sentimental system, man. Because you are not trapped inside religion due to your logical system of your brain. You're trapped due to your sentimental system of your brain. You think this religion, whatever says to you, correct, right. And you think all these things what I've told you is not a falsifiable and not questionable. You determine on this idea that God exists, this is true. Oh come on, this is joke. You're taken serious. That's your fault, man, not mine. If you are a writer or you are even write a book, you can understand every basis of this stupid religion. Or if you having good knowledge about science and scientific facts, still you have a total idea how to understand the old religion of the world is lies and cheating and deceiving and keeping human bitter, keeping human away from or keeping human disconnected from right information. Why every religion tells you you just read my book? Why? You can read any book of any religion. By this you can understand every religion of the world. But they say no, you should not do this. But why not? You are a company man, or a corporate worker, or some kind of government servant who serve them, or dedicated to serve only to them. Neither you are government, neither you are company employee over there, neither you are government employee over there. You are just individual. Why you tie up with one religion? And why only one religion is true for you, not another one? Look at this thing. If some religion is true for millions of people, the same religion is false for millions of people. And the same religion is false and same religion is true, then what's true, what's false? That's a question. And both are true and both are false. Then fundamentally question arises over here. What is true, what is false? Here is the one thing to consider. If we think this is true, this is false, what is true, what is false? Where is our mind trapped? Why are we juggling with the facts? Why not we get any conclusion from all this? Why we never reach a logical destination of understanding where we think and fixed it as a true. instead of just getting trapped inside a religion. Whatever is true, the claim is so big, claim is very small, little, and tiny. Buzz is very high. More human roar about the God. Now God come to roar about himself. Why not? He should come roar about himself. I'm God, look at me, I'm God. I'm your God. Most powerful, most high. Have you imagined he don't show up the power out of the scripture of the books or from your tiny screen like a televisions? All God's knowledge come from either religious person or religious book or religious television source. Never any God meet to any human being and tell about him. Say, I'm the God, look at me God. Oh, look at me people, I'm your God. I'm your creator, I stay inside some kind of cave hidden from everyone's. Somebody take my power, I'm powerless. I'm the God, I'm super powerful, I am immortal, but I can't make you immortal. Because I make you immortal, you become immortal, you become God. I'm sorry, I don't give my position to you. How can you God against me, God? Oh, my position can be dispositioned by this way. Truly I'm a God, believe me. Why God's heart is so big? My mind is so weak too. Why God is relying on so much lies? And why He is spreading non-stop lies in every religion? In Hinduism, God came out from some kind of egg. And the same kind of story you can get in every religion. Their world also came from the egg. And you can read Judaism, Christianity, Islam. Fundamentally, why you should read and consider all these three religions? First thing first, Judaism. The God of Judaism is so powerful. He created the world within 8 days. Look at the Christianity God. He created the world just 7 days. And look at this last one. The God of Islam, He created the world within 6 days. And one more thing to be noticed. The God of Judaism comes first. God of Christianity comes second. And God of Islam comes at last. If you see on the basis of timeline. If all gods are true, and their scripts are right, why God is trying to do so much hard work in a script, trying to say, mention all these things? I am better than the previous generation of God. God is some kind of software application. He's updating himself from previous generation to next generation. The God of Judaism to God of Christianity and God of Islam. This is the upgradation of gods and some definite fabrication you catch everywhere. You don't know about the Zoroastrian religion, most of the people. This is an ancient Iranian religion or Persian religion. These Persian peoples or Iranian peoples, they live in India. They probably know their social identity known as a Parsi, probably in India. These Zoroastrian peoples, they believe in solar deities. Well, I want to tell something to you. The Zoroastrian God have angels Christianity God or Zoroastrian God have angel. Afterward, Judaism God have also angel. Christianity God have the same kind of angel, and Islam God have the same kind of angel. And similarity amongst all these gods and angels. Every angel came from heaven, bring the facts of God, and given some kind of profit to these kind of knowledge, thus spread over the world, and make enslaved your mindsets, or you are become enslaved sentimentally to their stories. And because humans are sentimental beings, that is a sentimental trap. So you are trapped inside the story. But you don't see the angel within Zoroastrian religion, angel within Judaism religion and Christianity religion, and angel within Islamic religion. You also don't see Zoroastrian have same concept of judgment day, the same concept borrowed inside the Judaism, and the same concept is borrowed inside the Christianity, and the same concept again borrowed inside the Islam. And this is a very, very, very much killer find you to this thing. These gods and religion are fundamental copying each other script one after another and modifying their story and making their own story make it look a little bit much better and superior than others. And fundamentally all the religion have the same kind of concept. And one more thing, all religion, if you see on the geographical basis, this religion is spread all around the same places. Christianity came from Israel or Jerusalem. Judaism came from the same kind of places, and Islam also came from the same kind of places. On the basis of geographical understanding of the religious places birth, where all religions born actually, they began, their storyline is started from that place. Actually all religion and their geographical places are very close to each other, so that this is not a very hard thing to copy their each other religion's story, taking from this from that, making their own recipe and cooking their own kind of God in your understanding, making you think that is right and true. We take Hinduism, it's a great religion. No religion like that exists all over the world. Sorry, this is a very big illusion of you. There's a plenty of religion like Hinduism and already existed all on earth. Hinduism, not any special religion. You don't know about the Sumerian religion. You don't know about the Mesopotamian religion. You don't know about Egyptian religion. You don't know about Roman and Greek religion. You don't know about the Maori religions. And in this world there is lots of religion. I just taken name of the some religion of the world. In all this religion have same kind of features. These all religion have a multiple god and goddesses. There are stories and belief system where people live and believe and rely on all these things. They live their life on the basis of this story and tell, and they think all these things whatever tell to him by the people, so they are true. Where is the problem come from? Either you believe as a Hindu, either you believe in Hinduism, Islam, Christianity, Buddhism, Jainism, or Judaism, or you believe in none of any religion, or you are just an atheist, humanist, socialist, rationalist, philosopher, or communist, or any person who don't believe any kind of religion, just follow the truth, scientific and rational truth. Then you don't need to rely on God, goddesses, and heaven and hell. Your life can be very easily pursuable by the moralities, by the rational morality, by the scientific morality, by the scientific humanism, or just the humanism, or philosophy of humanism, or scientific socialism, or even communism. There is a plenty of philosophy. By all this philosophy, you choose any one or you choose all of them, you can live your life very scientific and very moral way. Well, I'm talking about where is the exact problem come. All religion and their gods are powerful, okay? You know that. I know that. Well, the problem comes over here. Every religion has a warfare situation. One religion fight with another, and another religion fight with another. Then one god becomes superior, another god is inferior. When one religion attack over another, they suppress their religion, their religious practice, their god, goddesses, and belief system, everything. In this way, no man is able to pray their own God, to worship their own God. And neither any woman, neither any children. Whenever a society or religion or religious country attack another religious country, whose faith and language is distinct from the native country where they attacked, they totally collapse their religious building, their religious deities, gods, and whatever they think valuable for themselves. And religions thinks that's not any valuable. That is just a pathetic stone that need to be demolished. And if you are atheist or communist, then you better understand this is just logical nonsense thing, not exist. That should not be exist anymore anywhere, any place on this earth. Fundamentally, what's the problem with all religion? All religion do fight with each other religions, and in this fight, they put the people down. One society, one social culture, one social culture. One religion, they have their own culture. They put down to other religions their culture down, and they just force them to believe their own religion and culture. If you have a total understanding about historical facts, how the governments work before the religion came on this earth, then you can know what is truth about religion. Do you know how to government come in this world? That's you back in history before emergence of civilization. First of all, we go very I wanted to go in past to when human evolved, the 5 million years ago, up to about 10,000 years ago, when human began to do agriculture. At this time, humans are just tribes and tribal leaders. Only powerful men among them. They are superior in it. They rule the entire tribe and their societies. These tribal leaders, the power and the resources like food grown And a long time after the age of farming, when they grown enough food for themselves, they become more powerful. They're fighting with each other, they're enslaving human like animal, and forcing them to do their work. They treat them like animal, utilize like animal, or they make or do or think whatever they wanted. Nobody forced them to stop all this thing, because nobody, no power, no person actually exists. So who can stop them? So nobody can stop them. So nobody stopped them. And as slavery began, the mass amount of slavery on humans, there is a loss of chances. And the mass amount of humans who enslaved by the other humans, they opposed slavery and they get out of the slavery. One, in this situation, humans need to maintain a social system where no slave get out of their slavery and slavic system. So they developed religion of stories of fear of death, and they develop a story for people can fear from all this. They can stay inside religion. They believe in all these things. They think all these things true. They make them believe all this thing which is not exactly true, and put inside their mindset. Anybody try to get out of all this thing, religion forcefully take action against them, do violation against them, coerce them to stay inside the religion. They use violation, the power. People believe in all these things, otherwise they will get killed, raped, murdered, tortured, on unbearable pain for a long time. A religion is developed as a mankind's mind control tactics. A religion is a social system where practice mind control. They lure you on a sentimental level. If you don't get lured by the sentimental level, they lure you by applying force. If you don't get understood from their forces, they serve the heaven. There are plenty of luxurious things here, and they also show hell. The heaven is their fear, and they set up inside your mindset what you can do against the heaven and hell, because you don't know where it is and what is. And that put inside your mindset unlimited fear, constantly consumed by your mind until your death. So your mindset is trapped by heaven. They tell a very good thing about it. The heaven is a beautiful place and all these things. And hell is worst place, you should not go there. Or you're never able to decode those things, how to dismantle just a human lies and deceiving human being. And this is a fraudulent story. fraudulent story make you to believe all this thing. Because they, all the people of the ancient world, they are forcefully kept inside religion. They have not much more right and resources about do the free inquiry. They stay entrapped inside religion. So they keep thinking religion are true, heaven are true, God are true. Sorry, people, I don't want to break your heart, but all these things are false. How can I say the heaven are false, God are false, hell are false? The timeline of the story, that is one of the greatest facts. They say heaven, God and hell. Anything. The God created the world. All this tale is lie. Why need a God to create the world which is already present? Our earth. Why God need to create human which is already present? And why human need to create heaven where you can go after death? Why not you go before death? Why need to create hell where you can only go after death? Why not before death? If you go before death, the heaven secret is no secret anymore. Even hell secret is not any secret for anymore. So in this case, heaven and hell's facts become disfactable. And these facts are totally facts are not become facts. Are not even powerful in a place where you can visit it. And so that is not something special. You wanted, as a people, you wanted something special, okay? So they given something special to you. You carry it inside your mindset. The special place. You go up to only that. Before that, it is not possible. Not any way anymore. What can you do about it? You can't do anything. Why you can only get inside heaven after that, and even hell inside that after that. But sorry to say, why you need to go inside the heaven and hell after that? I wanted to send you alive inside your heaven and hell. You wanted to go there? Let's go. Even tried. I wanted to show some facts from Hinduism, their religion. Hinduism have God and they fight wars. The war fight from metallic weapons. Metallic weapons, sorry to say, metals are developed within some thousand years ago. Basically iron, 3,500 years ago. The iron was explored by humans and God's story came afterward. Okay. And in some religion, you see like Hinduism, Islam, even Christianity, they talk about the wine. Inside their religion, they utilize some kind of wine. In Hinduism, there is a surah, this is a wine. Okay. Islam have their own kind of wine inside heaven. And Christian God, Jesus, he turned water into wine. What a wine. He must like it. Taste. I don't taste it. I want it. I don't want to taste it too. But the important thing, you need to taste the fact. The fact is, the wine is scientifically and historically, if I see the evidence, that is human invented 3,500 years ago. My question is this. Now my question is this. Why God and heaven have early humans explored weapons like metallic weapons, iron-based weapons? Why God carries swords, spears, trident, hammers? Why carrying all these things? These are the 3,500 years earlier used weapon which is used by human. Why same kind of humanly weapons God possessed with a multiple hands? Basically in Hinduism, you take from other reference from other countries God, like you can take a reference of Egyptian God, you can take a reference of Roman and Greek God. And there are many more countries God and goddesses, they have possessed same kind of stories. Sorry for that. Well, Hinduism have a god. They have two specialties. One, they carry metallic weapons. Another is they drink wine. These two fundamental things say about this thing. These two fundamental things say something about lies of religion. You should know. And you must know and try to understand how to this is lie. While 3,500 years earlier, when iron is explored by human, the same time, the wine is also explored by human. The old story of the heaven, inscripted or written by the human, they given all this kind of things which is human utilized in their lives. Why God have multiple weapons in their hands? Why the same kind of wine too in their hands? Because human use all this thing. Well, human use why God have? Because human use so that God have. If human don't use, the God don't have. Because fundamentally, because God use all the product what human use. Because God is made by. Because God is created by. Because God is made by human, so that God have all this thing what a human have. Human given everything what human have, and they try to present and show me the God in front of the other human. The God is very powerful force. If he is not powerful, entire countries and entire world's religious lobby do not using force against me to proving the God is so powerful by threatening me, bullying me, running a rape crime violation, threats and all these things. Sorry to say, this is a personal thing. I should not describe over here too much. This is the lie I have. Or sometimes that thing also that I like to speak about it. Well, come at the point. And the older religion of the world, they're spreading lies. They are cheating, deceiving, fooling your peoples. Your gods are stupid, dumb, idiot, foolish, childish, mindless, freak. And you people who believe on all this thing, you are under idiot, stupid being. You are under stupid people. So you don't apply your mindset so that you are entrapped inside religion. This is your mistake, totally your mistake. There is no God, no heaven, no hell. If you apply your mindset, you can easily understand. That is not a great deal of mindset. But you need to great amount of knowledge for understanding all these things, how to these things are lies. And then you wanted to know how to all these things are lies. God have all these things what human utilize within 5,000 years ago, like metallic bombs or metallic weapons to wine. God have all kind of animal. The animal existed within that timeline. 10,000 to 500 years ago. So that God have only utilizing all the animal which is present in the current world of that time within 5,000 years ago. So God have no any animal or species before that timeline. God never mentioned inside their story about dinosaurs, because God never know what is dinosaur. How to God mention about all this thing when He don't know about all this thing? God don't know? Yeah, God don't know. Because God is not wise. God is foolish and childish and stupid. Because God have no mindset. God have no understanding, no thinking, no sense. He's just foolish, stupid, childish, just to bring a false and stupid story in front of human being, and they wanted to human think all this thing through. We humans just behaving like a fool and thinking all this thing are true without asking any question, without doing proper inquiry about the facts. How to gods are true? Gods are not true. Why God need to create a world? Why God need to create heaven? Why God need to create hell? Why God need to create a world? While all these things are already present, not everything what I'm telling it. Like God created the world, which is already present. God created the humans are already present. God created the heaven and hell. Sorry, this kind of artificial place not exist. This is a man-made place. How do we disprove the claim that God have no heaven and hell? You want it to be disprovable? There is a disprovable. Look at the creation story of a religion. I'm sure tell about it earlier. Hinduism, God made the earth from egg. Maori stories, Maori religion stories, also the earth made from the eggs things. And look at the Judaism, Christianity and Islam, all this religion. Their God is constantly making their world better, and they're making their world faster. Like one generation print a little bit slower, another generation print faster, and afterward the next generation print the papers more faster than previous generation. Oh, sorry, I forgot something. Well, I'm talking about Hinduism and Maori religion. There is similarity. Both religions came from the same kind of egg structure. They will pop up from egg-like structures. And Judaism, Christianity and Islam, their God make the world 8 day, 7 day and 6 day. Now all the story of Hinduism, Maori religion, Judaism, Christianity and Islam, take all the stories in front of you. Okay, make a chart of it. Okay, all the storylines, take it and compare all the storylines and think about it for a while. Which story can be true? The story of Hinduism, where God claims to make the earth from egg, or the Maori's story, where the God created the world from eggs, or Judaism's story, or Christianity's story, or Islam's story. They created the world created the world in an 8-day, 7-day, or 6-day period. Now take the entire world creation, a story, and check with the scientific facts or scientific evidence. If you read the science, you know about the Big Bang. If you read properly geography, then you know how to earth formed or made very slowly. First of all, earth is a magmatic place, then magma get cold, and that is become an iron crater over the earth, and millions of years rain over the earth, and that forms soil. That soil, in the soil, some kind of singular cell species born. And singular cell species born due to the chemical reaction. Afterward, that species divided into parts. Some took a form of animals and some took a form of plants. And that animal plants grow out of the seas to land. And this way the species spread all around the world. Like one of the popular species, I won't take a name of it, the dinosaur, is also emerged from the same thing. And the human, like primates, emerged from the same thing. Primates. Human like primates. The primates emerged from same thing, and from that primates, humans emerged from that thing. Now that primate create the primate who become humans, and these humans create the God, heaven, hell, judgment day, ghost, demon, devil, Satan, vampire, ghost, brute, whatever you believe, jinn, whatever you believe. All these stories are fundamentally fiction. My claim is against against all religion of the world, and I claim this: the old religion of the world is lie, false, factless. Within all religion of the world, no truth exists. No claims are true. No one can prove. All these things are true. Those who consider it true, they can take my word serious, and then they can prove me wrong. Or if you are already proving me wrong on the basis of some religious charges like God upon, naked goddess, or what is the meaning of Sivalinga, and our cattle meat process like cow, and if these allegations are true for you, you stay in this allegation. I don't care about it, because this allegation doesn't matter to me. I don't care about this. All this allegation, this matters to me nothing, okay? Nothing at all. You really take serious your religion of the world. You are anyone from this planet, man, woman, or man who running religion. I don't care about it. If you think your claims are true, you can prove me scientifically, rationally, evidence-based facts. You present in front of me and prove me untrue, false, deceiving man, fraudulent man. You can put allegation against me. You can abuse, threat, kill, rape, murder, whatever you like. You can do against me. I don't care about it. I presented fact in front of you. If you like it, trust on me, trust. If you don't, it's up to you. But you want to defy me, you want to prove me wrong. Take all this thing. What I'm saying to you, you listen to what I'm saying to you. And if you understood what I'm telling you, so take a claim against me. You can claim against me all these things are true and prove me wrong. Or you can not take my claim, stay away from me, just say I'm wrong, abuse me, threaten me, kill me, rape me, and conspiracy do against me and my family, rape, murder, do anything. If you are inside government, doing a lot of conspiracy, putting peoples behind me, just killing me and my family members, poisoning them like me, or my family member, are you thinking we're doing very correct or right thing? And this is quite courageous for you. And you glorify all this rally, all these things, then you must prove your God. If you're proven wrong, what will you do? You have to decide your own. But on the basis of fact, if I proven right, I will stay on my stand, on my facts, with my truth. I die, I live with my truth. I don't care about you, what you think, as a man, as a woman, and children. Sorry for this thing. I should not say all this to you. You are innocent. You don't know about the world and the world matter. So you stay out of all these things. When you grown up, you understand all these things. Understand when you read properly, and your parents' mind must be correct. They can give you right kind of lectures, right kind of education or literacy. Then you can understand, because religion is about disconnecting from right information to the peoples. In this way, they stay or survive in this world. If you're given the right information to the people of the world, religion will not survive anymore on this earth. Because in front of truth, religion have no guts at all to stand. If still religion try to stand, I in front of them. They come in my place to do whatever they want to. If they want to combat or want to do war, whatever they like it against me, I'm against them. I don't afraid from your threats, okay? Your violation. Whatever thing you spread against me, what kind of things you said to people, what kind of bad things you said, bad kind of things said about me to the people, that doesn't matter to me. I don't care about all these things. In society, there are lots of things people say, like, you raped my mother. In this kind of charges running against me, in this case, you're trying to putting me in the same, or thinking I will be feel same about it. Forget about it. There is no chance of it. A religious person, or religious believer, either you're a man or woman, doesn't matter. If you think you are true, you have to prove all these things. If you think you really raped my mother, I did a crime against humanity, a crime against a woman or human being, either me or my mother or any man or woman or person. You did a crime. You did a crime. I think you did right. You have to prove your God. If you're proven wrong, you will be guilty, you will be accused, and you will be punished for your crime. So prove your God. If you have courage to fight me, a real fight, like a real man, a real human, who just fight on a moral basis, a fight of justice or humanity, a fight where we make our human world more civilized, more scientific. We will create a scientific temperament. We will create a scientific civilized world. We will create a scientific civilization where humanity lives with the science and scientific facts, not a storytells of humans who convince all these things are true, which is not true, for sake of earning their core wealth, what they earn whole life. Religions, you are fooling people's God, you are dumb and idiot. And people who believe another dumb and idiot God and goddesses, you are another fool. So those who wise human take it courage to proving me wrong with the evidence how to their gods are true. Prove me wrong with the evidence. I listen allegation against me enough. I don't care about it because I know my position. That my position is very clear. I am true, so that nothing can fear me, nothing can worry me, nothing can break me. You can kill me by poison. That you can already did enough harm to my body. I'm facing and suffering every day. It doesn't matter to me. If I died, I don't care what you people think about me or against me. If you think or consider as a victory, I don't care about it, because morally and philosophically I know my truth. So morally I know my truth. I know I'm truthful, okay? So my soul is true. So I consider my true. I love my debt. I go with my debt. Instead of living with a people like you who is stupid, dumb enough and not understanding the facts. And those who try to understand, you come in front of their race and say you are wrong. Come on. If you're saying me wrong, then prove me wrong. If you are not able to prove me wrong, then you have no right to say these things. I am wrong. Well, for this now. Well, and say, well, I talked to you enough. I will next day, if I stay alive. And those who really think themselves powerful, strong, like government, or government of India, or government of America, or government of Arabia, or government of Israel, or any country, doesn't matter. There's those who are really running a belief system of any religion under one or any or many country. They can take my claim serious. Either prove the God or either kill me, doesn't matter. If you prove your God, you will be defied by me. If you kill me, still you will be defied by me, because you never tried to. I will not did any attempt to prove your God. So liar, cheater, deceiver, you will stay away from me. You can't do harm to my soul, my holy truth, my belief in science and scientific facts, or my rationality, my understanding. I'm a fan of Socrates, man. I follow philosophy and science, humanism, rationalism. I'm a good man, but if you try to behave with me badly, don't expect me from me. I will behave very well with you all the time, because I'm human. So my responses or right until your response is right. My responses can be wrong too. I still try to keep my responses right. Okay. Anyone who claim their religion is true, their heaven is true, they can prove over here if they have courage, or they can come to my home, my place, my city, my state, and talk to me straight and prove me wrong. I don't afraid, you don't afraid. Come here and prove me wrong. If God is true, heaven is true, then why are you fearing? Prove it, clarify it. Society isn't get mad enough. If me is proven true, where the society will go in their madness? For those who are interested to prove me wrong, they can come and prove me wrong. I will meet you next day. Goodbye. You are always welcome to Scientific Society. And I'm Rajiv. I live Vilabakam, Devgarh, Jharkhand, India. Any question you ask me, or meet me in my place. Goodbye.